as you probably know, we've been bargaining since January, and we think we have encountered a lot of stall tactics and a lot of disrespect. And now we're headed toward mediation. We personally don't really feel that mediation is necessary because we think that we have provided you with a fair and reasonable contract, and we want you to direct the university to agree to these terms. Raising the minimum stipend to the grad school recommended minimum, this is what our own graduate school recommends, and it's average among our peer comparators. And the second thing would be keeping our $300 fee relief, the lump sum that helps us pay our student fees. We can't lose this. Fees cut into graduate take-home pay by as much as 25%. So it's very important to us. We've dropped all of our demands except these two. We think they're very fair and reasonable. We've spoken to over 20 department chairs, the vast majority of whom support us and want to see this happen, believe that grads are important to this university and need to make a decent wage. So we want you to commit today to directing the university to agree to those terms, raising the minimum stipend and keeping our $300 fee differential.
Well, let me let me say that I appreciate your enthusiasm and gusto. It's not fun to hear it, but basically we took almost $20 million in budget cuts from the state last year. We're going to take another $20 million probably. I'll certainly talk to our negotiators about this comment about dropping all but two demands and where are we, and to the extent that we can come to closure without going to mediation. I wish we could have done that a month ago. If we could do it in the next period of time, I'd love to do that. Sometimes a mediator can help you better understand where along that continuum between one position or another is really where the best solution can be found. So,
are you aware that your own bargaining team has stated that they can afford the proposals we made, but is choosing not to do so because it's a matter of how the university wants to allocate their resources?
They, quote, don't think it's in the best interest of the university.
Well, I wasn't in the room, so I don't know what people said or if they said it the way I wish they would say it.
We were there.
We were all there.
With all due respect, President Ray, we have been bargaining for 8 months, and many of these people have been there sitting on the sidelines for 8 months, getting pretty frustrated. And at this point, talk and we'll see what we can do aren't really good enough. You cited faculty members, and that furlough occurred. The university pressured faculty to take that furlough before revealing a $40 million surplus. We know that you're investing in computers. We know that you're making a lot of positive investments, but we think graduate employees are equally worthy of an investment for this university.
Actually, it's not a $40 million surplus. We have money that students paid to get an education, and what we've gone around and around with the state about is having access to those tuition dollars to hire the faculty and staff and fix up classrooms and ultimately, hopefully, build facilities so that students who give us their tuition dollars get the education they thought they were buying when they came here.
We're not going to get that education without us.
Mix up the employees.
It's very disappointing to us to know that OSU is quickly willing to, say, increase the general fund allocation to the athletics department by $1.5 million, and they can't find a couple $100,000 to increase what grad employees are being compensated.
It's not as if no steps have been taken, and I'm not trying to suggest that we ought to be content with where we are, but we are picking up the resource fees, which we weren't picking up before. And you mentioned, well, and so I think that's something we need to revisit and will revisit.
Well, you're going to hear from us again. We have a lot of frontline educators and researchers here who are doing great work for this university. We hope that you recognize the role and work as hard as you can to give us what we deserve. We will be spreading this message all over campus until we reach a fair contract.
Good.
And we have defined the terms of a fair contract.
We love to teach. Why would you?
Well, that's, I understand.
Well, we appreciate you
Thank
listening
you
to us. We look forward to the results.
Okay.
Who does the work?
We do the work.
Who are we?
CGE.
What do we want?
Contract.
When do we want it?
Now.
Who does the work?
We do the work.
Who are we?
CGE.
What do we want?
Contract.
When do we want it?
Now.
Who does the work?
We do the work.
Who are we?
CGE.
What do we want?
Contract.
When do we want it?